Good morning. It's Tuesday, July the 6th, and I'm Ayya Vimala, and back after a week of not being with you. So today I'd like to read a little bit from the book we've been looking at, Dharma Everywhere by Ashin Tejaniya, or Sayadaw U Tejaniya, same person, and we were reading in that, and I'd like to read a bit and then sit with you today. I had a wonderful retreat, and as part of the teaching team, it was sometimes felt busy, but I came home feeling my heart really felt lifted. I felt like there was more spaciousness in my life, and really enjoyed the people in the group and working with the particular teachers I was working with, and loved the Sienna Center. We had to wear masks most of the time because they're being very careful about the sisters who live there and the other things going on in the building. There's sort of 3 different operations and they all connect. So it was a level of being careful that has made it a very safe place for the people there. But it was the most I've worn a mask in the whole pandemic because, I was staying at home during the pandemic and maybe going to a grocery store about every 10 days. And that was the extent of my needing to wear a mask. So I deeply appreciate all the people who kept working all through the pandemic wearing a mask. So we've talked about mindfulness meditation and everything to be what we're aware of during that practice, what mindfulness means, what we're working with when we talk about defilements. So this is the next section, and it's called Right Attitude 101. Right attitude is important. So we might think of that, if we're thinking of the Eightfold Path, that would be right intention, right motivation. What is the right attitude for meditation? Please check your attitude before you begin sitting meditation. What kind of underlying ideas or attitudes are you meditating with? Do you only want a peaceful mental state, or do you want to learn about and understand what is happening? The mind can't be cool and calm when you want certain experiences other than what is happening in this present moment. There is no need to go around trying to force the mind to know something because it is already knowing. It is the nature of the mind to know objects that are happening. Check your own mind. There is no need to create anything. You observe objects and experiences that are happening through their own Dhamma nature. You just wait and watch with intelligence. You just wait and watch with intelligence. No experience is a disturbance or a distraction, as all experiences are Dhamma nature. What happens in the body is Dhamma nature, and what happens in the mind is Dhamma nature. Nothing belongs to me or you. Feeling hot is just feeling hot in Dhamma nature. We feel better only when we take ownership of the heat as ours. No, I'm sorry, not that we feel better. We feel hotter only when we take ownership of the heat as ours and develop an aversion to it. Everything is happening because of cause and effect. Our work is to have the right attitude, maintain awareness, use intelligence, and be interested. Those 4 things Let me read that again. Everything is happening because of cause and effect. Our work is to have the right attitude, maintain awareness, use intelligence, and be interested. With right view and right understanding, awareness becomes continuous and has the quality of heedfulness and of not forgetting the right object. Apamada, the right object. It is samasati when wisdom is inherent in the awareness. So it is right mindfulness when wisdom is inherent in the awareness. How are we observing? There's no need to go around trying to find the object of choice. In this meditation, we pay attention to the working, meditating mind and to cultivating wholesome mental qualities. As such, we can use any object to cultivate awareness, develop samadhi, and that's that stable mind, and gain insight into the nature of phenomena instead of generating more craving, aversion, or delusion through wrong views and wrong underlying ideas. Because we can use any objects to cultivate awareness, we can start with any object. Please don't make the mistake of thinking that there is a better object out there than what you are currently experiencing. We know what that is. That's craving. No experience out there is better than the present experience. What is important is that the mind is aware and knowing. What is also important is how the mind is viewing or observing this experience. There is no need to go around creating or doing, trying to follow different experiences. Is an object wholesome or unwholesome? It is neither wholesome nor unwholesome. An experience is just an experience. An object is an object. Objects will always be there. The knowing and observing are the work of the mind. The mind knows all there is to be known. The mind knows all there is to be known. Here's the more important question. Is the mind observing with wholesome or unwholesome mental qualities? Why are we being mindful? Why are we being mindful or aware? We practice because we want to understand. We wait, observe, and study what is happening in the mind and body so that we can understand their natures. We are not intentionally trying to make the mind calm or trying to have good sittings. We're not trying to have what we call, and he puts it in quotes, good sittings. We meditate to see what is happening as it is and to have the right attitude regarding what is happening. For example, it is nature and nothing personal. We need to see nature as nature, to recognize objects as objects, and to know what is to be known. As soon as there is a thought that this experience or object is good, there is craving for it. When we see what is right as what is right, what is there as what is there, then there is escape from craving. However, when we don't know how to practice, the craving can only increase. We are meditating to be free of craving and clinging. We're not trying to generate more craving. Be happy with the awareness. You will see that experiences are just happening according to their own nature when you wait and watch with awareness and intelligence. Let whatever happens happen. There is no need to be happy or unhappy with what is happening, and there's no need to like or dislike any experience. Whatever you are experiencing in this moment is the right experience. Be happy that there is knowing and awareness, as this in itself is already wholesome. The mind is not silent, it's always thinking. You should be happy in seeing nature as it is and in being able to recognize this. Knowing that the mind is not calm when it is not calm is samadhi. Being aware of thinking when there is thinking is right awareness. But many times you may want this thinking to stop because you consider it distracting. However, when you greedily try to make it still, it will only complicate the issue and bring about tension. Do all that is wholesome. Anything wholesome or unwholesome begins in the mind. Why is there wholesomeness or unwholesomeness? These wholesome or unwholesome mental qualities arise because of our reactions and responses to objects. All that is wholesome begins with right attitude, right frame of mind, and right attention. Yaniso manasikara. All that is unwholesome begins with wrong attitude, wrong frame of mind, or wrong attention. Ayanaso manasikara. Always try to live with wholesome actions, skillful speech, and wholesome qualities of mind. Do everything that is skillful. Give offerings and practice generosity, dana. Observe morality, sila. Develop stability of mind, samadhi, and practice vipassana, meditation, bhavana. Among all of these wholesome actions, the practice of bhavana is the highest, most wholesome action. So please don't forget your goals. One achieves nibbana only when all the wholesome qualities are there. A mind without craving, aversion, or delusion is a mind full of wisdom, and such a mind can understand nibbana. It's just difficult when there is insufficient understanding and unwholesome mental qualities mixing in a long experience. So, we're going to stop there, and let's begin to practice with each other. Sometimes as we practice, some of the things that I just read may be working their way in your mind, and you don't need to be thinking about them, but they will be doing their job in your mind, taking it in. So we can just give our minds that quality of stillness to let it soak in. So just be aware of the body breathing. And if this has been part of your routine, you can just feel your body, recognize the posture you're in, how your awareness is shifting, most likely to the breath. And your body will even begin to settle down for you, to begin to relax. Let your body be upright. Be careful about leaning in too much forward. I was just doing that because I'm aware of the camera in my phone. Sometimes we're leaning forward, anticipating something. So if you tend to lean forward when you meditate, be aware of that. Let your body be straight. Your spine is holding you up. Or you may be on the floor or in bed, but you can have a straight spine. Straight for your body, not for someone else's, for your body. And close your eyes if that helps you. It cuts down on some of the visual distractions, so it can be a great help with your practice. You can use your breath as the focus of your attention. One thing is not better than another. And just be aware of whatever is arising. No need to take ownership of it. Just observe whatever there is, whatever is rising. Get caught up in thoughts about it. Just let it arise and be aware of it. Observe it. Keep sitting if you can. If you have even a few more minutes, keep sitting. And I will see you again on Thursday morning. And just keep being aware. Stay interested. Have a lovely day. It's so good to be back and to be back here with you. So, may all of us be well, be content, and live in peace. And may everything we do or say or think be done not only for our benefit, but truly for the benefit of all living beings. So, keep sitting if you can.